Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Inside the $35 million wedding of the century, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce just got married at Madison Square Garden in a ceremony that cost up to $50 million. From Christian Dior couture to Paul McCartney performing, here's everything that happened at the wedding of the decade. On July 3, 2026, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce tied the knot at Madison Square Garden in New York City. The wedding was announced to the world when massive digital billboards outside the arena flashed "Just NT Married" in pink letters, visible to thousands of Swifties gathered outside in triple-digit heat. The Empire State Building was lit up in blue, Swift's Something Blue, as a rainstorm began, followed by a rainbow stretching over the city skyline. It was, by all accounts, the wedding of the year and the most talked-about celebrity event of 2026. Over 1,000 guests attended the star-studded ceremony. The guest list read like a who's who of Hollywood and sports: Brad Pitt, Emma Stone, Tom Hanks, Hugh Grant, Gigi Hadid, Bradley Cooper, Laura Dern, and Camila Cabello were all spotted arriving. NFL stars including Tom Brady, Rob Gronkowski, and Patrick Mahomes were in attendance, along with musicians like Stevie Nicks, Miranda Lambert, Gwen Stefani, Fergie, the Chainsmokers, and members of Swift's era's tour band. Even Steven Spielberg was there, and he introduced Swift at the ceremony. New York Giants wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster and Seattle Seahawks wide receiver Cooper Kupp also attended, along with San Francisco 49ers tight end George Kittle. Swift's brother Austin served as her man of honor, while Kelce's brother Jason was his best man. Adam Sandler, who recently co-starred with Kelce in Happy Gilmore 2, officiated the ceremony. His best advice to the newlyweds? Keep kissing, according to Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. The bride and groom both wore custom Christian Dior haute couture designed by Jonathan Anderson, the brand's creative director. Swift also wore Cartier jewelry and Christian Louboutin heels. The ceremony gown was followed by a second look for the reception. Instead of a traditional bridal party, the couple handed out embroidered handkerchiefs to guests, stitched with a TT interlocking heart logo and a line from Swift's Blank Space, "So it's gonna be forever." The handkerchiefs were designed to wipe away tears during the emotional ceremony. Swift and Kelce each spent about 20 minutes reading their self-written vows. According to witnesses, Swift praised Kelce for sitting with bullied kids at lunch in high school, saying she wished she knew someone like that when she was in high school. Kelce was reportedly very emotional during the vows. Guest George Stephanopoulos described the vows as real, vulnerable, serious and silly. The ceremony was held in a transformed MSG that one expert called a garden inside the garden, with white chair covers, ferns, trees, and a stage set up for performances. The reception featured performances by Stevie Nicks and Paul McCartney, who sang the Beatles' classic "I Want to Hold Your Hand." Guests enjoyed Italian food stations with pasta in a Parmesan wheel, sushi, steak, burgers, and fries, with bars everywhere. The party also included competitive games for guests, with winners receiving raffle tickets for designer bags and a 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle, the same car Kelce drove Swift off in after her first Chiefs game. Celebrity event designer Edward Perotti, who has created events for Ariana Grande and Nick Jonas, estimated the venue rental at $1 million per day. MSG was reserved for 3 days, July 2 through July 4, with the rehearsal dinner on Thursday and the main ceremony on Friday. The total wedding price tag was reportedly somewhere between $35 million and $50 million. Before the wedding, Swift and Kelce also donated $26 million to at least 20 New York charities, including food banks, educational programs, and children's hospitals. The wedding was filled with Swift-style Easter eggs. The venue's digital marquee displayed "Just NT Married," a reference to both their names and Swift's song style. Guests were required to lock their phones in glass cases with individual keys to prevent leaks. A torrential downpour began shortly after the couple said "I do," only for the storm to give way to a rainbow over the city skyline. Nature, it seems, was in on the Swift game plan. The weather also created a dramatic backdrop for the ceremony, with guests describing the moment as magical. Swift's mother Andrea invited everyone into a reception room after the ceremony, where a stage was set up for performances. The blocks outside MSG served as a headquarters for those who didn't snag a coveted invite, with Swifties gathering throughout the day and into the night. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding was exactly what you'd expect from two of the biggest stars on the planet: extravagant, emotional, and unforgettable. It was a love story that played out in real life, complete with fairy tale moments and celebrity spectacle. The wedding of the century has set a new standard for celebrity nuptials. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe to TrendForge for more entertainment and pop culture coverage. Drop a comment with your favorite wedding moment. Share this video with any Swiftie or football fan in your life. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss our next video. Sources: People Magazine, AP News, CNN, The Knot, Business Insider, Variety. The fashion at the wedding was as meticulously curated as every other detail. The couple's wedding party wore custom looks from top designers. Swift's bridesmaids wore flowing white gowns, while Kelce's groomsmen sported tailored suits in muted tones. The venue transformation was a Herculean effort, according to event designer Edward Perotti. Hundreds of vendors worked around the clock in the days leading up to the wedding. Trucks delivered massive white staircase banisters, greenery, trees, and ferns to create the forest feel that Swift and Kelce envisioned. Boxes labeled Mirror Ball and Garden Party were spotted outside MSG, which some fans interpreted as Easter eggs referencing Swift's songs Mirror Ball from Folklore and The Lucky One from Reputation. The reception reportedly went until 2 a.m., though some guests were seen leaving before 10 p.m. After the wedding, Swift and Kelce were expected to attend NFL star Juju Smith-Schuster's wedding in California on July 11. Kelce is set to head to Chiefs training camp on July 28, while Swift is expected to return to her music career. Fans are already speculating that the wedding will inspire new songs. Swift has a history of channeling her romantic experiences into chart-topping hits. The couple's representatives have not yet released any official photos from the ceremony, though paparazzi captured numerous images of guests arriving and departing the venue. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding was exactly what you'd expect from two of the biggest stars on the planet: extravagant, emotional, and unforgettable. It was a love story that played out in real life, complete with fairy tale moments and celebrity spectacle. The wedding of the century has set a new standard for celebrity nuptials and will be remembered for years to come. Sources: People Magazine, AP News, CNN, The Knot, Business Insider, Variety.